Hello, today on Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, I'm going to be making a double chocolate cake with a coconut-like filling. So here we go. So we're going to start out with I'm going to take a cup of milk. My brother said he wants me to come over for Memorial Day, but bring something really yummy. So this is what I came up with. And I'm going to have a quarter cup of sugar. And 1 egg yolk that I already did, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. My shaky hands will see what we do here. There we go. There's my 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start whisking this. Look at that beautiful egg yolk. I get these eggs. They're pasture-raised eggs. Oh my gosh, are they delicious. So I'm going to whisk this. And once this gets thickened up, I'll get right back to you. Okay, this is starting to thicken up. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it off the burner, and I'm gonna add a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm going to add 2/3 cup of coconut, which is just about what I think I've got here. Okay, 2/3 cup of coconut, and I'm going to put in a couple dashes of salt. And I'm going to mix that up. Should have taken that out. Okay. Mix that up. Okay. And I'm going to set this off to the side. This is going to be the middle layer of the cake. So now what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to bring all my stuff over to the counter and bring it right back. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take 1 2/3 cup flour, and I'm going to take 1 cup of sugar, boy, in Florida, everything wants to get moisture in it. I just bought this sugar too. Okay, need a little more. Okay, 1 cup of sugar, and then I need 1/2 cup of cocoa, and I need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. And 1 cup of milk. It called for buttermilk, but I'm just going to use milk. Half a cup of coconut oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And a couple of eggs. Okay. I'll rinse off my whisk that I just used. And I am going to whisk everything together here. Those dark yolks. They are so nice. Don't get anything on yourself, Seal. Here we're going to have a nice Memorial Day celebration at my compound here. Well, compound in my community, and I'm going to my brother's for a barbecue. And he said to bring something yummy. So this is kind of spur of the moment, but I'm doing it for him. Okay. Now what I got here is I've got the cake here, and I've got the pan. I oiled the pan with coconut oil. I couldn't find my Bundt pan, so I've got a Angel Food cake pan, but I'm sure it'll work just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of my, kind of scattered today, sorry about that, guys. I'm going to take half of the batter and put it in the bottom. That should be good. And then I'm going to take this coconut filling and I'm going to gently put little sections of it in the middle of the cake, because when you cut this cake, you see this beautiful coconut in the middle. Kind of like a designer cake. Okay. Just about got all of it. Okay. Then I'm going to take the rest of my, let me show that to you. See? Then you put the rest of the cake over it. Okay, and then I forgot to put the chocolate chips in, so I'm gonna put them on here and it's gonna be in the bottom, but hopefully I can mix it in a little bit. That's why they call it double chocolate. So I guess the bottom will be real chocolatey. And who knows, it might turn out really cool that way. Oh my gosh, Sally. Doing things in a hurry. Okay, I'm gonna put this in a 350 oven for about 55 minutes to an hour. And I'll be back and show you what we got. Hello. While this is cooking, I am going to take my burner in the front here. And I have just a little bit of coconut left. And I am going to toast it just in the pan, just a little bit to get it so it's got a little color on it. And in this pan, I am going to melt some butter, and I'm going to be making a little bit of a glaze to go over it. Just going to start getting things prepared, and I'm going to be putting powdered sugar, vanilla, and a little bit of milk, and I'm going to drizzle that white little frosting over the top. So when I get this toasted up and this all melted, I will get back to you after I take the cake out. I'm going to let it rest for probably 20 minutes, and then I'll show you what we got. Hey, I let my cake rest, and this is how it turned out. It looks beautiful. So I let it cool. It's a very heavy cake. And now, I actually think I'm going to put it on a smaller plate. Okay, so now I guess I turn it over. Real TV here, folks. Okay, I'm going to take the knife and go around the edge, I guess. I actually borrowed this pan from my girlfriend, so I don't really know how to work these pans. So, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. But I'm going to turn it right side up. I did it! Miracles never cease. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I melted this butter a little while ago. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take a cup of powdered sugar, actually, you know, it's so pretty, it doesn't even need anything. Those chocolate chips that I put on the bottom somehow made it to the top. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I took a half a stick of butter and a cup of confectionery sugar. I'm just going to do a little drizzle. My brother had put some vanilla. My brother said he wanted something really yummy. So I thought this cake would be really, really yummy. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk. And when you do this, you gotta be oh so careful. Just the littlest, tiniest bits of milk because it goes a long way. And I'm trying to make this into a drizzle. And before I get it really into a drizzle, I'm gonna kind of beat it up so I get all the lumps out of the powdered sugar. So that's butter, powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit more milk, just a little bit more. Try to get this into a nice little drizzle. Okay, I think that looks good. And I'll tell you, this is like a buttercream drizzle. Okay, I'm gonna fold my cake over here. And now I'm just gonna like drizzle it. Well, I was gonna try to do little drizzles sideways. Franny, if you're watching, this isn't exactly what I had in mind. Franny Joe Savory Sweet. She always does the prettiest cakes. Okay, I guess what I'm going to end up doing, my drizzle didn't work out too well, but this is still going to taste really good. So I'm just going to kind of smear it around. Just on the top and let whatever falls over, falls over. Okay. He wanted something really gooey and really yummy, so that's what he's getting. Okay, now that toasted coconut that I did in the pan just for a couple minutes, I'm going to put that on the top. Actually, it looks good. I amazed myself. All right, let's see here. Where did I miss? And my cake is pretty much completely cooled, so since it's for my brother and it's not for a party, I am going to cut it. So let me get a plate out because I want to show you what it looks like on the inside. So I'm going to cut it right here and right here. And see how you get the coconut filling on the inside? Isn't that kind of pretty? And see the cake? So anyway, that was my version of a double chocolate coconut cake for Memorial Day. And remember, this really isn't a day to celebrate. It's a day to remember and thank all our veterans for their sacrifices and for our men that have fallen. And it's just a day to remember and be proud of our heroes. And God bless you all, especially our veterans. Bye now.